How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to another video on the Mark4 Supra. So today I'm going to work on the manifold a little bit more, as you might have seen in the previous ones. It was mostly finished except for one very important thing, was the wastegate. So be adding on a wastegate provision onto that manifold and doing the last finishing up welds, getting that ready to start designing the rest of the exhaust system to go with it. So yeah, we'll be getting on with that today, and I believe Willie as well will be doing some work on the interior of the vehicle as well, sort of finishing that up as far as the seat mounting goes. So for mounting up this wastegate, going to want to be able to tie into here and here, because that's the two sides of the split manifold, and bring it out and out, and have a merge here for the single wastegate. And then obviously we're going to have the exhaust side of it run down there. So just going to sort of have a bit of a play around with where I sort of want to put it. Allow me enough room to put a merge in here, and then freedom to send it down there. And also actually having access to the wastegate, so we don't have, obviously being right hand drive, all the pedal stuff's over that side. And normally you'd have your ECU wiring and stuff come through here, but since we're doing a full rewire, we won't. So this whole area is free for the wastegate to live, so that we can have easy access to it should we need to change out any springs or do anything to it. So what I'm going to do is get a sort of quick visual idea of what I want, and then I'm going to weld a little rod from the flange to that flange to sort of mock it up in that position, and then I'll be pulling the manifold off and sort of making it so it's not in the car. It'll be way easier to do. Here's the basic idea. You're going to have that coming off there. It's going to need to be scalloped out on a bit of an angle down there. Another guy there, and then into a merge into there. Obviously same on the other side. So first thing I'm going to do is get this guy and start to shape him to try and sit in the manifold. And then when it's all sort of tacked together and where we want it, we'll break it off and we'll pop a hole in the manifold and then fully weld it on. So here now I've got this all mocked up now for the wastegate. So I haven't put the holes through here or anything like that, just wanted to sort of get most of the shaping out of the way. Nice symmetrical thing going on there. So a big part of wanting to keep this a twin scroll manifold is, with a single wastegate anyway, is if you had that joined and just coming through there, your pulses would be able to share between like the two manifolds, so it's technically not twin scroll. So, got a CAD. Not sure if I'm going to be able to shove that through there, but the way around this is make up a bit of a plate which keeps these parts of the manifold separate from each other, so to keep it a twin scroll. So I got that. Now I have that. This should theoretically slip in there. And I'll be able to have that as a twin scroll manifold. That's not quite sitting right, but anyway, I'll get it sitting better before I weld it. And then you'll shave this back so that it butts up against the seat of the wastegate to keep those two sides separate until the wastegate opens. So this is all this is all tacked in place now. See that's sticking out really far, but that'll get trimmed back. So what I've got to do now is this obviously won't work at all unless there's holes here. So now I've just got a couple of tack there and a tack there. I'll break this off and hole saw out the holes so that you can actually get through, and then put it back and then start to fully weld it. So I got this part removed now. The holes marked out. Send the hole saw through there and then put it all back together. So using the Dremel, cleaned out these a bit, smoothed that off, and yeah, got that all nice. Started having a little bit of a tickle up in there as well, but to get this guy on, get this here, get it all fully welded, start to blend in some of these with the welder, and then I'll see what sort of final shaping I want to do to make sure everything sort of flows nicely. I'll clean that off now as well. Yeah, well, time to do some welding. So my GoPro died and I don't really film anymore, but I've got the wastegate portion welded on now. So yeah. That's all cut out and I've welded up the inside a bit. I'm just going to clean this all up with a Dremel in a minute. So yeah, pretty happy with that. Test fit it back on the car and yep, thankfully it still fits. So just need to trim down this guy a little bit to get the wastegate to sit flush on there, but yeah, that keeps it all separate to keep it twin scroll. Yeah, just gonna weld it up the inside of those a little bit as well. Just gonna clean them up a bit with a Dremel, smooth them out, and then that's gonna go on the linisher and get faced, and that's gonna get faced, and it is a manifold ready to go. Bloody happy with that. So while I've been working on the manifold, Willie's been working on the car as well, so we'll see what he's been up to.
So I have caught it on fire twice. So I've been finishing off some of these seat mounts. So we can see here we've got the sort of long plates, which the idea behind those, it gives us a lot of adjustability for different size drivers. I'm pretty short, Scott's slightly taller, but someone else might drive it who's a lot taller, so it needs to go all the way back. But you can see where the bolts go, it sort of didn't have any support, so I'll put some plates there, weld it through there, and the same down there, and also box this in around here, so that gives it far more rigidity for the seat mounts. My other job today has been mounting up the power steering pump. So you can see the top of it here. It looks really really nice and simplistic, which is quite cool. Doesn't stand out particularly, which is what you want. And we'll come down here and you can see the bottom of the iceberg, I guess, as it were. And so basically this factory pump comes with some isolators, so it's just a case of making some custom brackets, bolting up to these existing isolators to hold it in place. Yeah, so a successful day all around.
Yeah, bloody good. A few more days like this and we'll be running, eh, Willie? Thank you very much for watching, guys, and we'll catch you in the next one.